Welcome to CML Infotech. Today, now we're going to discuss about switching process from CCNA. So, if it's layer 2 switch or layer 3 switch, all the different layer switches will start from layer 2, which is switching. So, we're going to learn from switching concept. So, let's say you have a switch, and the switch will have a port. And inside the switch, it has MAC cable. MAC cable. Every switch port, the port of the switch will start either E, which is called Ethernet, 10 Mbps, or you can say fast Ethernet, which is 100 Mbps, or Giga Ethernet, which is 1000 Mbps, or above, like a 10G, which is 10,000. Every switch port will have one MAC address, which is called static MAC address. Every switch port will have static MAC. And when you attach any edge device into that switch, the edge device, you will be pulling the cable, which is copper or fiber, from the switch port towards to your edge device. As an example, if you are connecting to your system, then we call it as NIC, Network Interface Card. This NIC, or we can say this system, will also have one MAC address. When you connect any edge device to your switch port, your switch must need to learn the edge device MAC address. And that MAC address will be stored in the MAC table. Example, this switch says this port number, which is example F00, F01, F02. F means fast Ethernet, which is 100 Mbps. I connected another system here. Let's say this MAC address is BBB. This system is a PC2. PC2 MAC address is PC2 MAC. This is PC1 MAC. This is AAA. Now, in the switch, in the MAC table of that switch will written or mention like the port number F0/0 connected to the system which has MAC address AAA, and the port F0/02 will have the system which has MAC address BBB. It must have 12 extra digits, but for sake of understanding, we're mentioning minimum digits. The way every switch has its own static MAC for every switch port. ஒரு switch-ஓட எத்தனை port இருக்குமோ அத்தனை portக்கும் ஒரு static-ஆ ஒரு MAC address இருக்கும். Just to make sure that it's a layer 2 device to working through the base of MAC address. If you have a switch with a 24 ports, each port must have a static MAC. So 24 static MAC. Plus, whenever you attach any device to any respective ports, that ports will learn the MAC address of connected device. That MAC address, we call it as a dynamic MAC address. So here, I have a switch, connected camera, connected PC, connected AC. We'll continue after the other, inshallah. So if you look into this design, you can see that this switch has few devices connected, like camera 1 connected to port number 1 of the switch, PC connected to port number 2 of the same switch, access point for the Wi-Fi solution connected to the port number 3 of the same switch, and the IP telephony connected to the same switch port number 4. The question, can we connect all these devices into the same switch? Yes or no? We will have an answer later the session. Can or cannot, based on the restriction, based on the requirements, etc. But here our agenda to understand the switch functionality. So every device must have MAC address. Here I mentioned only 4 digits, just for sake of understanding, but generally the MAC address must be 12 hexa digit or 48 bits binary. Every switch port must have static MAC. Also have dynamic MAC. The static MAC is burned and it's built in when you receive the device from the manufacturer. And it must be fixed. The dynamic MAC is the MAC of the connected device on that specific port. Example, your port number 1 of the switch having camera, cam1. So the MAC of that cam is the dynamic MAC of that port, will be learned. And those MAC address which are learned through those specific ports will be mentioned in the MAC table of that switch, and it will be learned. This learned MAC address in the MAC table will help the switch to recognize who they are, where they wanted to communicate. If let's say IP phone sends some traffic to somewhere else, the MAC or the switch must know where they are sending. Let's, for example, you and the Prem are in my class. So if you wanted to talk to Prem, so you take, as I'm a switch, you connected to me as a edge devices. If you wanted to talk to your colleague, you will be coming to me to get the permission. As I'm a switch, you are telling to me, can I talk to XYZ? I must need to know that who is XYZ as a MAC address in my MAC table. So this is a general overview. We have an in-depth history and concept to know how the switch, the process of the switch to learn the MAC. Initially, when you purchase a switch, the switch MAC table is empty. The switch does not know who they are connected to that. And even from the system perspective or the edge device perspective, the edge device does not know who they are connected into to the same switch. If you have a two system, PC1 and 2, if the PC1 wants to communicate it to PC2, initially the PC1 does not know who is PC2. Even the switch does not know. So there are some flow, call flow, the procedure to learn each other. That will come to know by our next session. ஒரு சுவிட்சுக்குள்ள எவ்வளவு டிவைஸ், என்ன டிவைஸ் இருந்தாலும், எந்த டிவைஸ் கனெக்ட் பண்ணி இருந்தாலும் அந்த டிவைஸ் யார் யாருன்னு தெரியாது. சுவிட்சுக்கும் தெரியாது, அந்த கனெக்ட் பண்ண சிஸ்டத்துக்கும் தெரியாது. So on the system ARP protocol Y will inform to the neighbor to know who they are. There is some procedure. We'll learn it on the next session, inshallah. Okay, so we will wind up the session today. Let's see if we can continue the session tomorrow or day after tomorrow. If you don't need a time to learn it, to go through yourself, we can continue by tomorrow, inshallah.
No, actually, we will not. We'll give 1 day time because we need to just practice this.
So we'll enjoy the session today. So we'll continue by upcoming session to talk more about the switching functionality, how a switch will perform to send a data from any device can access on it, the procedure of learning the MAC address, and to store the MAC address in the MAC table. If a device forgets the MAC address, what's going to happen? How it will receive again. There are a few concepts we need to understand: the call flow or the traffic flow between any point to any point. So we'll discuss more about in the upcoming session. Have a good day. Thank you for being with us from CML Info.